Alright, well, here it is. We're gonna talk about what it's like having this bike. Um, I did a review on this bike, and my mic disconnected, and yeah, so I think I talked about that in the last video, but my last video, man, this bike was filthy, 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 but I got it all nice and shiny. Looks beautiful. This bike looks absolutely mint when it's clean. Absolutely mint. So, beautiful. Alright, well, yeah, so I guess, I'm gonna talk about what it's like been having this bike. Coming from larger bikes, I had a ZX6 and a R6. I even had a KTM Duke 390 and the Honda Grom. And I rode other bikes, like Injector 600 and some other odd and end bikes. But yeah, I'm just going to talk about this bike. And I love the downshifts. It's going to totally sound like I'm glazing this bike because it's mine. And you know what? I probably am. But after having this bike for almost a year now, it's been like 10 months. And I've put, let me see. So I'm sitting at 8,165 miles. I got this bike when it was like 2,000 miles. And I don't know. I kind of think I got the bike when it was somewhat newer. And compared to all of my other bikes, this thing has been flawless. I mean, it is always turnkey and go. I mentioned in my last videos that I'm a truck driver, so I'm gone for a long time, which means this bike sits for a long period of time without being started. And even though that it sits for a long time, it fires up immediately on the first try. And I had a R6, and that thing did not want to start for the life of me. And I know a lot of other people who have Yamaha bikes, typically the R series, have that same problem. It's like a Yamaha thing. Yeah, I don't ever have this problem with this bike. And so I can really appreciate that. Another thing is like, for an example, a lot of the other bikes, I needed a wrench on them a lot just to ride them. And this bike, I don't really have to wrench on all that much, aside basically the common maintenance that you do on bikes. But aside that, like, I'm not sitting here working on the bike all the time just to go ride it. So yeah, that's pretty neat. But I don't know if you guys can see on my screen right now, but I'll show you. While I'm riding, I can change the display. So I could change the display on the go. And when I'm in this display, it reads RPMs at every 2,000. So that's the format on that. What's up, brother? And yeah, it's super cool. I really like how I can connect my Cardo, I can connect my phone all to my bike, I can answer calls and calls, change my Pandora, everything else. While I'm riding too, it's not like something I have to pull over to. The only one thing that this bike lacks is rider modes, but I mean, I don't think any bikes that are low displacement have rider modes. And if they do, then that's just insane. I know the KTM Duke 390 has like a whole bunch of rider modes and shit, because it's like track oriented. But yeah, those downshifts though. Somewhat easy to find neutral on this thing. I don't really have too much of a problem with it. But yeah, so in my area we've got some canyons, and our canyons are like super twisty, and this thing right here just eats the canyons up. Going through the canyon, I've raced a whole bunch of different bikes, right? So I've raced CBR 500, I've raced Kawasaki Z650, I've raced what else? So I raced the Ducati. Yeah, that was fine. I know dude on the Ducati would have absolutely dusted me, so I guess I'll count him out. But I've also raced the ZX14R, and all of those bikes minus the Ducati, I beat through the canyon. And then like I've done roll races with like a R3, and that wasn't fair of a race, because that, I mean, it's much more powerful of a bike. I've also raced the Ninja 500 and blew that in the dust as well. And that's crazy, a roll race with a Ninja 500 on a 450 and still winning. But I know there's gonna be spec sheet warriors out there, right? The ZX4RR, okay, or the ZX4R or whatever, on spec sheet, this bike is supposed to be like crazy faster than this. I mean, on paper, then all the numbers are better than the CF-moto 450, right? And I had the opportunity to ride a ZX4R once, and the power difference is crazy. And I'm not talking about it was crazy more powerful. I'm talking the CF-moto was crazy more powerful. I do know that the ZX4R, they come naturally detuned a lot, so that could have had everything to do with it. So I can't knock it 100%. I know that the inline 4 sounded absolutely orgasmic. I loved it. But yeah, this bike just, it works wonders. And you'll get a lot of people that'll say, it's a pretty good bike. Like as if you're compensating for anything. And I mean, you're not. You're genuinely not compensating. You know, I mean, the bike, for Christ's sake, comes with Brembo brakes, you know? But as far as the power goes, I don't know if it has to do with a 270-degree crank or what. But this bike, I mean, you've got power in the low end and the high end. You know, it's not like a R6 where you gotta get to 12,000 RPMs just to get the ponies going. You know, you're juiced up on tap right off the get-go. So that's another really cool thing about this bike. But I mean, yeah, like I said, it's probably sounding like I'm absolutely glazing this bike. But if you're someone who's wanting to get into riding, or someone who wants something better than what you have, because I mean, I started on a cheap Honda Grom. It was actually the Honda Grom clone. It was another Chinese bike like this, and that bike was good, but this compared to that is a night and day difference. This bike is so much better, and all the tech that comes on this bike is insane. One thing that I notice is, if, like I tell people, if there is 10 different, well, they got somewhere to be. If there's 10 different tech features for motorcycles, each brand has like 3 or 4 of those tech features. This has got all 10. It's got all of them. The whole enchilada, you know? So, yeah, it's, I love this bike. And which brings me to the next question is, would I get the 675? And the answer to that is absolutely. Street Killer R7 with a subframe, yeah, or sub cage, crash cage, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Anyway, the 675, yeah, hands down, I want to get that. If they bring the 750 to America, then I would rather get that instead, because that's also an inline 4. But yeah, so I don't know. I really like the way this bike sounds. I like the way it feels, rides. But like, when I'm riding long distance, not even just the city, but like if I'm going to San Francisco, or like Morro Bay, Monterey Bay, Pismo, this bike absolutely eats up the interstate. Like, no problem. So, yeah, I totally like this bike. Turn on your lights, buddy. But yeah, I figured I'd hop on here and talk to you guys about what it's like having the bike. Real quick, before I end the video, I do want to say one thing I did leave out is everything that's happened in the time that I've had this bike, right? So in 7,000 miles, oh my god, that light was totally green. Totally green. Anyway, in the 7, or we'll say 6,000 miles that I've had this bike, I'm sure everyone wants to know, because of reliability, how it's been. And it's been great. I haven't had like breakdowns or anything like that. So yeah, it's been really good. I mean, I do my maintenance early. I feel like everyone should be doing their maintenance early. So yeah, man, that thing just looks beautiful. But anyway, yeah. If you're thinking about doing the CF-moto, if you're thinking about it, I would definitely go for it. But until the next video, peace out, you guys.